They go play action. Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice scan from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now Cousins on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. KJ Osborne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball around and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep back.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. By Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Can't get away, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you an unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pay off. Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now, fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Cousins on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here near the 40.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all of that time going through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it, but he just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, product, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for going football in one sense. Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
As a passer, you always defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And Cook has it, left side. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety foul, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with the field goal. The question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shot?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Za'Darius Smith in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep the weapons, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 9. Cousins.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. To throw, Cousins. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 11-yard loss of the brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to...
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, his throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Multiple rushes break through the dropping for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, this is blocked.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins here to throw. He's got a man complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing, Cousins. Touchdown! KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings take away the scores. They have dominated this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the lead. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. Well, they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.